Whoopsie doodle. Didn't even make it a half an hour and I had to restart. I'm definitely not going to say any of the words that I said previously. I'm not going to even talk about what I did. Yes, this is the new. Let's try again. Good to see you, Stephen Whitehouse. Maybe I got shut down because I didn't say hello to you, Stephen Dwayne Elson Jr. Take two. Saucebot's back. I'm glad you guys made it. There we are. There's that new. Jesse's here. Look, you guys, it's like I all died. You know what? Maybe I died in my sleep, and now this is the afterlife. Here we go again. Yep. Here we are. Hello, Patty, Zach. Good to see you all back. 3 days. So, I don't know. You saw the strike photo. I was on strike for 3 days. Just showing solidarity to my union brother, Sean. Saucebot. Hour and a half starts now. Oh, my God. Oh, hour and a half. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I know how scary it is when you go on strike and you're there the first few days and you don't know when it's going to end, if it's going to end, how it's going to end. And I'm sure in Australia, poisonous snakes and spiders are involved somehow. You gotta work every tactic you have. Oh, if you want, you can go to Amazon and get one of my books. It has a story called Teamster Tips for a Down Economy. And it's all about how you could survive when you're a Teamster on a strike line. And just go to Amazon and type in South Water Market Stories by Jeff Terry. It's the only thing I have on Amazon other than that that anthology I was published in. And you could learn about Goiter Man and Poo Poo Pants. I think Poo Poo Pants is in there. Goiter Man's in there. Teamster Tips for Surviving a Down Economy's in there. So get over there and check that out if you want it. I think it's free on Kindle. I don't think anybody's ever bought I don't think it's possible to buy a hard copy. It's just 7 pages, and I think it's free. So go check it out. Oh man, yeah. So yes, good luck, Sean. I hope you're okay. It's scary times, I know, but I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm sure of it because you have to be. It's AI Jeff now. Yeah, they've replaced me with my appropriate clone, the one who says the right things he's supposed to say and not offend anybody. Yes, he buffered as soon as he mentioned. Did I? The union coffers in Norway are so big, many of the unions here can strike for several months and still pay their members. Damn. Yeah, I didn't draw a dime of. Well, I mean, it was 3 days, but I don't know of any of the other members if they did get money or a portion of their pay. It was sad. I felt bad because we were well, I guess I can't say that word. We were out for 3 days, and we were out for 3 days, and it was November, early November, and there were guys that were out like well into January. So their entire holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, if they celebrated, New Year's, if they celebrated, were all wrecked. Kids had awful holidays that year because of being out. Is that a problem? Did it start buffering when I said that? No more. You talk about, yeah. That's funny. That's wild. You were exercising your right to organize. Jeff, you were 22. That's a different century. Don't compare then to today. No, that's true. It was different. And I didn't have a family to support. I was living on my own. I had a condo at that time, but I would have been the only one struggling. Like it would, and I had a family, and I could have probably had a home, had somewhere to stay if it got real bad. So I was a lot more fortunate, and I do feel bad for those families that went without. No matter how many times you threaten me, I refuse. Who's going to threaten you? I'm learning about poo poo pants. Well, I don't know if I wanted you to learn about poo poo pants. It has a tragic ending. Good evening, everyone. Williams, good to see you, William Stansel. Good to see you. And I trust you got a lettered witch tree, and I'm happy you did. I'm so glad we were able to make that happen. We haven't heard from producer Jill in a long time. Hello, Jill. She said hello. I guess not all of us are Gen Xers then. Not all of us. There's a solid chance I was a union organizer in a past life, if those are a thing. Yeah. Yes, she did. She did say hello. She's way in the back, Stephen Wayne Allison Jr., way in the other room, giving me notes all the time. Gen Xer. Yeah, no, Mark is a boomer. And I'm a Gen Xer, and I believe we have Gen Z represented here. Or Gen Alpha. No, we got Gen Alpha in the house too. This is multi-generational, you know? It's multi. I couldn't hear her. You couldn't hear her. You did almost hear her. You did hear her when she was on the phone in the Campbell. You heard her. You had to have heard her. I got some show and tell stuff. But what else do we have to talk about? So we talked about Pearl. I did so happy and grateful to my benefactor for the lettered witch tree. Man, anyone selling a PS 112263? I passed on it. I didn't get 112263. I passed on it. I don't know why that matters to you. You're like, I didn't ask if you bought it, Dringus. I just wanted to know if anybody's selling. That's gonna be a hard one to get. Boomers really liked it. A lot of people really liked it. I'm just kidding. Gen X in the house from Patty. I need proof of life. Jill, they need proof of life. What are you going to do? You're a what? Okay, she's saying she's a Gen Xer. Stephen Wayne Allison Jr. is like, he needs proof of life that you exist. So you got to come over and say something that the mic can pick up. You have to come in through this door so you don't reflect in the glass back here. Oh, she said nope. If you guys can't hear it, there's nothing I can do. Oh, you know what? Oh, I did a Zach Book thing. I had my dehumidifier running the whole time. Holy cow. I just thought it was the deafness. Okay. A day that has lived in infamy. Jeff threw a pillow at Jeff's head. Oh, Jill, throw a pillow at Jeff's head so we know you're real. Okay. Suntups this week, right? Yes, and I know what the title is. I know exactly what the title is. I'm an early Gen Xer. There's a bunch on Evil Bay. Yeah. 112263. We heard Jill in the first book club live, so her voice is real. Or is it? You got to get her to say a specific word to know it's not a recording. I saw Francois' art at King Kong, and I wanted just for that. He told the story about how he researched it on a panel, and the dude went deep down. You missed me. What was that? Oh, this was okay. God, I don't know if you saw that. She threw poop at me. This is what she threw. A poop. I didn't make that up. And of course, yes, anybody could have thrown it. Nobody heard a voice. This is live, everyone. Has anyone read Gormenghast? Ray at Bad Moon Books may still have some PS copies. Johnny! You said Jeff real loud, so I'm like, Johnny! Are you getting the Suntup? I am not going to get this week's Suntup. I would like, let's say this. Let us say this. I would like to get the Suntop. I'd like to get the December Suntop because it's an author I've not read, and I've heard some great things about this author's writing, and I'm interested. But I, whatever Suntop is charging for the numbered, which I doubt I'll get, it's still a high entry point to read a new author. So I know. Hope you're well. I am well. Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Hope everybody's good. Good note, William. Live stream chaos. Dave Hinchberger was selling a few on his website, but unfortunately, Francois Vaillancourt isn't doing any more remarks for that book. No, I know. What was the general consensus on December? I don't know. I don't recall what the consensus was. Carrying comfort, I believe, is what Zach is saying. Carrying comfort. I will say I figured the book out with the clues before Paul told me who it was. So that's for December. I don't have any interviews lined up. I'm like barely keeping my stuff afloat. So with all the stuff I have going on, I'm not going to add like interviews for Suntop just right now. I just can't swing it. Can't get it in the schedule. Yes. But what is in the schedule is this Thursday. And Mitch, my man, I don't know if you responded to my message, but anyway, Mitch, if you're still there, you can respond to my message and let me know. But Thursday, yes, is Small Town Horror. We're going to be talking Malfi. We're going to be talking that awesome book. I hope you've got it, you've read it, you've loved it. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying that's what's going to happen Thursday. We can get together. We can have some beer. I'd like to get Malfi there. Let me go check. Okay, you go. Yes, and we could talk whether Malfi's there or he isn't. We could still have a nice friendly chat about Small Town Horror, what y'all thought, who read it. And some yucks. They're free. The laughs are free and they're better than any medicine. I love Suntop, but I'm looking ahead to 2025. Yeah. And beyond 2025. No secret back channels. It's rule number 735 in the admin. This is outside the scope of that. A little bit outside. Uh-oh. Let's see what I got. Okay. Okay. No problem. I mean, it could be a game time decision, Mitch. It could be a game time decision. It's fine. We're just going to do it and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I should have it finished by Thursday. Yes, and that's great because it'll be fresh. The book was amazing. Look forward to the talk. Read Small Town Horror. I'll be there. Awesome. Well, yes, awesome. I don't like how available you are, Sean, because of what it means and what you revealed tonight. So, but yeah, I'd be happy to see you there. That'll be awesome. I told you, Jeff Malfi is awesome. He is. Don't look at me, man. Mitch wrote it. Mitch wrote the handbook. Is he going to make it a Chappie? Is he going to make it a Chappie? Speaking of Chappies, RAPTURE. If are you subscribed to the newsletter? I see. Again, I feel like there are so many things that I'm subscribed to newsletters. I'm on Patreons. I'm in this room. I'm in this other one. And then you can't just reveal what you know when you get in front of a microphone and get some Guinness in you. You can't just spout, you gotta be careful. But anyway, the next chapbook was teased and revealed, and it looks awesome. I'm so proud of our boy Mitch, little guy. Seems like just yesterday he was playing trying out for Little League, you know, and because it was just yesterday with his Pittsburgh Steelers or Pittsburgh Pirates uniform. And so it's awesome, man. It is really cool. Those carved in salt turned out amazing. Witch Tree turned out amazing. The Witch Tree was badass. I really love the direction, man. I really love the direction the Chappies are going. You're staying true to the form, the art form, the artisanal, hand-bound quality of these chapbooks. So very, very cool. I'm excited for it. Can't wait to get it. I'm halfway through it. I'll have it finished by Thursday. I'm in the middle of the book. I'll be done by Thursday. That's why it has 735 plus rules. I mentioned last week that Goldsboro is offering a signed hardcover of Blake Crouch's run. This morning, they're now also offering a signed hardcover of Famous, also original trade paperback. Seems like they're really promoting his backlist via signed reprints. Ron, I went and got Run because of you, Ron. You. So the next time my family says, Dad, I'm hungry, I'm just going to say, Ron told me to get it. Ron did that. So now I'm going to do this too. And I wasn't going to do it, but I did it. Run, and now you're telling me Famous. Wow. That's cool. My loss this week was heartbreaking in Books and Brews. Really? I didn't see your loss. You killed me last week, so you should still be riding high off of those fumes. But I'm crushing in this other league. Oh, I'm just killing her. Dead. Just killing her dead. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud. Oh, and I'm struggling. I need another 10 points between 3 players. Oh, this is brutal. It's a nail biter. So let's see what you did. The matchups. Oh, Jason JJ comes out. Oh, that is heartbreaking, Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr. You would have beaten every other team this week. Every single other team except for the one you played. I hate it when it goes like that. Damn. But cheers to you, JJ Dynamite. You'll love Run, Jeff. It's a good one. Okay, but you haven't read Famous. That's fine. Got my numbered and lettered today. Rapture. Next Rapture chapbook release is Stephen King. You're not supposed to say it, but yeah, it's Stephen King. And it's a nonfiction piece about the evidence that Richard Chismar has against him, and that's why he's friends with Richard Chismar. Which is stupid, because why would he release that information unless it's to get rid of Richard Chismar? I did order both of the Crouch titles from Goldsboro. So now I got to go get that one. What's up, Sean Ford? Good to see you. And Joshua Perez. Good to see you. Run was a great read. Oh, well, that's good. Mike smoked me in fantasy this week. Yeah. Mike Hughes is crushing it. Sorry about the loss, Stephen Wayne Nelson Jr. Honestly, I didn't think my team would make it happen. Hats off to Jason, and screw the kicker for the Steelers. Steven is double signing all of his chapbooks too, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that is cool. I like that. Was a nice touch. Actually, my loss is solely at the feet of Kansas City. Boz is my man. You guys in your Steeler Nation. What? But here's another chapbook. I got this in the mail. This is the Kroglin Vampire, which there are still copies available. But this is a really nice chapbook, man. It's got all kinds of. It's a whole legend of the Kroglin Vampire. It's not signed. but it is numbered, and I got number 85 there with this thing. It's signed and got the art right there. She's wondering what the F is going on, you know. And then it came with this signed print. This is nice. They're trying to be like Rapture Publishing with the print with the chapbook. So that's cool. No? You don't think so? You think so? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So I'm happy to get that. It is still available. If you've not been to this site, it's like the hardest site to navigate in the history of sites to navigate, and it's with nail books. With nail. I collect books. I've got too many of them. So now I've opened a bookshop by mistake in Penrith. So he's in the UK, limited to 250 copies. So this one hasn't sold out. The Krogland Vampire. It's nice and cheap. Nice and cheap. As it should be. Wait, is it sold out? Wait, it must be. Wait, I thought it must have sold out and the edition is now sold out. I swear it was available earlier when I set up, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe bad dream. Sorry. It's sold out. I hate that. Yeah. I didn't like that at all to do that. I don't like showing people things they can't have. So, you know, they wish they were Rapture so bad. I thought it was spelled Steppen King. Steppen King. Yes. So, what else then? What else? So we talked about Pearl. We talked about the release. I almost said the name of the book. I wrote it down here. The Suntup release. I wrote it down. It's written right here. And I wrote it down so I remembered what the release was, that I could avoid saying it, or at least I'd have some frame of reference to talk about something, but I don't. I've never read this work. So I have no frame of reference, no desire to buy it, but I also have every confidence in the world that it's going to be an amazing edition, and the people who like this book will be thrilled. If Steven is the next chapbook, I'm skipping that month. Damn. Chismar is actually Stephen King. He's the modern replacement for Richard Bachman. Interesting theory. Interesting. I cannot find out how to sign up for that Krogland Vampire site. That really is a dense site. It's awful. It is an awful website. You can't search it. It is very homebrew. It's not conducive to searches or commerce at all. At all. So I see a request for yesterday. No, not yesterday. Wait, what is today? Wow. Man, I don't even know anymore. We're gonna hide that. And we're gonna close that. Okay. So Shadowlands is coming. Come on, you could tell us. I cannot. I cannot. So what do we got here? We got the oh my gosh. We got this. You got the Centipede Press. You got John Metcalf, Masters of the Weird Tale by that Joshy guy. Just a few unsigned ones left. I Reign in Hell. I love that title. I like the name. Quentin Crisp. Crisp Quentin. Frankenstein. Shadowland. Salem's Lot. Study. God Emperor of Dune. Dark Carnival. Other titles that are coming soon next week. So yeah, they got that. I Reign in Hell is a fine collection of stories by Quentin Crisp. We have 6 unsigned copies of this outstanding collection left. This was posted yesterday. Are you ever going to get it all? Are you going to get it? I'm not. Say you've never bought from Brewed Crumb Press without saying it. I love the homebrewed feel, though. I do. I respect it. I'm like, you guys are doing your thing, and you don't care about making money or selling books. So what do we got here? The Horrible and Others is a fine collection. Link below has more information about the book. So, yeah, there's that. There's the contents. Kane by Carl Edward Wagner. Finally, we are told the Kane series will be shipping to us this Wednesday. So we'll have the books on hand Monday or Tuesday. So there you go. Frankenstein. The Bernie Wrights and Mary Shelley and Frankenstein will be printing soon. Like I said 2 weeks ago, this is looking like mid-January to late January. I don't remember. Did the pre-orders go? Did people order that already? Quentin Crisp is a great author, really. Centipede looks like I'm in the clear until January when Alas, Babylon, and the Weird Tale first volume appear. Gotta go, Jeff. Early morning meeting and almost 330 kilometers of driving to do in about 4 hours. Need a few hours sleep. Until next time, have fun. Get some sleep. Don't drive drowsy. I drove drowsy for a decade, and it's so dangerous. I should not be sitting here. In a parallel universe, I imagine in many parallel universes, I'm dead because I died in a car on the way home. I'm just going to brush my beard live. So, Shadowland by Peter Straub. The top edge, stain, and casing in on this book have started. Then wrapping the DJs and Mylar and finishing the slipcases will follow. This should be done by the first week of December, so it will be up for order at about $275 per signed copy. Is it signed by Straub? December 1st or December 8th. Not much longer. This one was really the best books we have ever done. Wow. Super illustrations, lots of attention to detail, meticulous printing and binding. And personally, I always enjoyed Shadowland more than Ghost Story. Although Peter Straub did not sign it, the artist and Dan Sauer, who provided the poster lettering, did sign the book. And there is a family-approved Peter Straub facsimile signature on the page as well. That is so sad, but beautiful. And I'm glad he was able to make that happen. That is very cool. I haven't read Peter Straub other than Ghost Story. I did try Coco and I didn't finish it. And then Salem's Lot studies in the horror film updates. There's that. God Emperor of June. And then I didn't read the other ones. Other titles, Bad Brains, mid-December. Okay, I might need that one. I don't know. Night Train from Thomas Monteleone, the horrible human being, the very monstrous Monteleone bully. Alas, Babylon, the best of weird tales. And as you already read, Frankenstein and God Emperor of Dune will be shipping in January. For those of you that already had 3 previous Dune books, I will be emailing you individually. He's like Santa Claus. He knows who you are. Next week, the next newsletter is scheduled for November 24th. The good Lord willing, we should have the Kane set. Nice. Jared's great people. He's a great guy, so I'm glad to share that with you all. So yeah, that's very cool. But I don't know if you were able to order Frankenstein yet. I thought people paid for it already. I mean, I sat it out. I'm not going to get it. I'm not. Now, I see my chat's frozen. Either nobody's chatting, which is okay. It's acceptable. I'll just cut your pay. Or I'm frozen again. There was a pre-order for Frankenstein. Okay, we're here. All right. It's okay. I'm just, no pressure. I don't believe the public sale has happened. I ordered Frankenstein. Okay. So please don't cut my pay. You don't know. You should be paying me. You probably are making bank, Mitch. You're probably the bank maker. I kind of thought the Frankenstein might be a standard edition. I've been canceled. Well, I hope not. I'm here. Was just listening. We get paid for. Oh shit. Man, Guinness is no Rapture, but it's better than nothing. I mean, that's the worst thing I could say. I'd ask you to pay me what I'm worth, but I can't live on that. I want my $2. Better off dead. Want my $2. The dollar store doesn't even cost $2 anymore. Or the dollar store does. Yeah, it's whatever. I can't. I just, I accept Doge. Doge is not the word it once was anymore, is it? Doge is a different word now. Guinness is Vegemite water. Vegemite. I said, you speak my language. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. I'm sure you love that song, Sean. Sure you love it. Jeff, your Guinness. If 4.2 ABV, my Pinnacle Red Devil Ale is 7.3, and you drank 2. Yeah, you do win. This is nothing. I thought they were 5.8. What is Guinness? I thought it was 5.8 ABV. No, you're right. What the hell? All this time I thought it was 5.8, but it's 4.1. Or yeah. 4.1 on my can. It's not even 4.2. Look at that. It's bullshit. I thought it was 5.8. Did they change the recipe? They want people to drink more and not get in trouble for it. Makes sense. Checks out. I'm glad I figured that out for myself. The same Kirby vacuum my mother bought in 94 for 800 now costs 18. Made in America. Corporate greed. I think that's an oversimplification, but if you have evidence of that, that's fine. I will take your word for it. I have one Veer beer left, but saving it for the book club. Oh, that's awesome. I don't even have it. Pouring a Colonel Taylor small batch. Jeff thinking he is holding his liquor well. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not. It's part tired. I'm kind of tired too. We were just at the Guinness factory a few weeks ago. Oh, in St. James Gate, Dublin. Were you there in Dublin? You're traveling, man. You go everywhere. Look at that Johnny Cash song. I usually drink IPAs. Jeff is such a lightweight. Yeah. Yeah, I was. I am. I'll admit it. Shrinkflation, they put less alcohol for the same price. Veer beer was a solid amber. Solid amber, Mitch. Yep. They tried to sell my sister one today. They actually still do door-to-door sales. Blew my mind. Well, no wonder they cost $1,800. They're walking around. They got the salesman. Were they like sweaty and nervous? Did they talk real fast? That's creepy. That's creepy. A door-to-door vacuum salesman? That's creepy. In today's day, on one hand, it's awesome. On the other, it's horrible. It's like a hitchhiker. It's weird. What if you're a traveling vacuum salesman who hitchhikes? Yep, in Dublin, and I was at the Moon Pie shop in Chattanooga a couple days ago. Man, globe trotting. Do you just have like a wormhole? You just pop in. Is it like a portal? You jump into it and you show up in the other place. I still have my 1988 Kirby. Jill, did you even know Kirby's were a vacuum? So here's the thing. I go through all these details and then I say, "Hey Jill, did you ever hear Kirby's is a vacuum?" And she said, "Yeah, Kirby salesman." Like she knew all along, even though I just spilled all the details about door-to-door salesmen. I had no idea Kirby was a vacuum. I had no idea they were attached to door-to-door salesmen. I know we buy Dysons. Dyson's the family brand. Oh, no. We got a Miele now. That's right. A Miele. Miele, Miley. I call it Miley because it sucks. I really didn't mean that, but he's a jumper. I visited the Guinness factory in Dublin a few years ago. It was wonderful. It is. I've been chasing that taste ever since, but no draft and definitely no can matches it. No, the Gravity Lounge, you go up and they say that because the Gravity Lounge is like the tallest building in Dublin. It's on the 3rd floor. I think the tallest building in Dublin is 6 stories. It's really, anyway, you tour the factory, tour the brewery, which is mostly a museum, and you go all the way up and you get to the top, which is called the Gravity Lounge, and then they serve you the freshest Guinness you'll ever have. And it's a tap that draws it up the 3 floors. At least that's what they tell you. And they say that traveling that distance makes it extra creamy. I don't know, but it is superb. It is the best pint of Guinness you'll ever have. Yes. SST's number 3 bundle contained all past books. So I got a great deal on books as So I got a great deal on books as Christmas gifts. So what'd you get? I'd like to know, Mr. Weapon. Need to drink Guinness at room temp. Well, that's pretty much where it's at right now. I have a Miley too. Nope, you said it. I have a vacuum fetish. Own SIBO, Lindhaus, and Miley. I'm going to call it Miley from now on, just to be an asshole. Plus Central Vacuum Maryland. Wow. I mean, we kind of have a vacuum museum going on too. We fly for free, so we try to visit a few countries each year. Chattanooga. I overnight in a lot for work. Yes, we should. We should plan a little meet and greet, have a hangout, and a chat. That'll be great. Maybe smoke some stogies, drink some beers. Yeah, yep, that Gravity Lounge is great. Yes. I have wooden floors, Loki, and a shop vac. Yes, most of our houses are hardwood floors. But today's vacuum cleaners, they work on hardwood floors. Just talk to that Kirby salesman. He'll set you straight. For sure, man. Just let me know. Hit me up. If I'm available, we'll make it work. Didn't say I use any of them. It's a museum. It's a museum of vacuums. Do you have a favorite, Jay Stones? What's your favorite? And you could say, well, my favorite that actually works the best is this, but my favorite to look at is this one. Do you have a home defense vacuum? Like if somebody breaks in your house, do you have a vacuum you'll grab? I feel so pedestrian with my Shark. Ron, if I was in charge of the appliance procurement, Shark would be what we would hope to get because of the brands I would pick. I would be like, whatever Costco has on sale. No, it'd be whatever Costco has for sale. Or if I saw a vacuum cleaner in Walmart one day, I went in to get grapes and I came out with some crazy knockoff vacuum cleaner. I have a solid oak tea ball from 1963. Wow, that is cool. I don't know what that has to do with what we're talking about, but it's very cool. Oh, solid oak tea ball bat. I missed a crucial word. The Hunger, Daphne, the Southern Book Club Guide, a head full of goat. Wow, that's a hell of a bundle, man. Wow, a head full of ghosts? You got a head full of ghosts from the SST book bundle? That's worth money. That's so old. That's shocking. Shark and Dyson are the cemetery dance of vacuum companies. Wow. Jill. So Jay Stone says his favorite is the SIBO. His favorite to look at is the Miley. But he says Shark and Dyson are the cemetery dance of vacuum cleaners. But they had that persuasive British guy doing the commercials for Dyson. She's not as thrilled. She's moved on to the Miley. Oh, defense. So you have the solid oak ball bat for home defense. Very cool. You also have Loki. Let's not, let's not oversell that bat when you got the jaws of death. Loyal to the end. Loyal to the very bitterest, lastest drop. Nice bundle. Head full of ghosts. Numbered. I think that would probably be PC. Any thoughts on Watership Down? I'm on page 30. I didn't read that one. Producer Jill says it's a good book, David. I haven't seen you in a while, David. You got to give me some of the best. I got to get to the Cumberland Trail, David. I got to get there. I keep seeing signs for it. They completely renovated it. They did all kinds of things. They put magic pixie dust on the trail. I don't know what they did to this place, but I've got to get there. Oh, man. I just keep going to Pocket Wilderness or Laurel Falls. I've had Watership on my TBR forever. I need to get it in. I follow the author and he seems like a cool dude. Even if a book's worth a lot, I can't sell it and must gift them or donate them. Well, you are a saintly saint. Right now, Bissell, due to having 2 German shutters. I like the pun. Appreciate the pun, William. The Bissell has been harder to kill. Well, Bissell might be the tried and true, but it's not the la-di-da Miley. You know what I mean? Watership Down was a DNF for me. Wow. Jason, Richard Adams died in 2016. You're thinking of Winterset Hollow, Jason. Why do I know that? I know you're thinking, Jason, you're thinking you have had Winterset Hollow on your TBR forever. Hold up. I was thinking Winterset Hollow. See, not Watership Down. I knew it. And I was saying it before the thing popped up. Watch the replay. I knew it. Yes. He is a cool dude. Jonathan Edward Durham is a very, very cool dude. Hilarious on Instagram. If you follow him on Instagram. Great guy. I'm about 20 pages away from finishing Wolves of the Kala. Got to be my favorite Dark Tower book so far. Zach, there's another Zach that made that book his absolute favorite. That's Zach from Zach's Books. So maybe it's a Zach thing. Is the word Zach in there? Maybe that, because I got to say, that was my least favorite Dark Tower book. But I get a kick out of people like such different opinions because it makes me start to think, well, maybe I should reread it. Maybe it is good. Like maybe I read it when I was in a mood. You know how us men get. You know how men can be. We get in our moods when we read our books. And I didn't dig it, man. I don't know. PC copy, yeah. I am also a Kala fan. Jeff is always wrong too. Well, that is great. I thought it was really weird. The hydrocephalic kids, the way he's getting fiction from other universes mixed up into his story. Well, I don't want to ruin it for anybody. There are other things in there that I'm just like, holy shit, you jumped a shark. And not only did you jump the shark, you went back and then jumped it again and again and again. And then you fed yourself to it. And then the shark shit you out and he flushed you and you went into the ocean and I don't know. I don't know where it goes after that. You're shark shit. I just felt like it was just, I felt like he shattered the mythology. He kind of got it back in Song of Susanna. And then the Dark Tower was what had to happen, had to be that book. And I think that was was like, okay, this is like when you read that book, you're like, this is what had to happen. And you go with it. But for me, 5, especially after Wizard and Glass, I love that book. Wizard. I always say Wizard and Glass or Wizards in Glass. What is it? Oh, Wizard and Glass. Yes. Oh boy. Yes. Yeah. It's just Wizard and Glass, Jeff. That's all. So anyway, I'm open to other opinions. I'm glad to have them. I am going to take a journey up to the tower again someday, someday, and just read them all in a row. Speaking of King, I hear he took his Twitter ball and went home to Threads, whatever that is. Threads is Instagram's response to Twitter. Most people went to Blue Sky. He went to Threads. Threads is a dumpster fire. I cannot. It's one of those things where I'll be on Instagram and it'll serve up a post from Threads because they're trying to get eyes to go over there. And I'll see it and I'm like, oh, what is this? And I'll click on it and oh, damn it, I'm on Threads again. And then it's like an accident scene where you're like annoyed and you're having all the negative emotions, but you can't walk away. You can't look away. You're just like, wow, are people this stupid and fragile and angry and fearful? And it's just eye-rollingly bad. And I don't think anybody's there, but whatever Stephen King was trying to escape isn't gonna it's gonna follow him. I've seen his posts on Threads, and the responses he's getting are just as vicious as they were on Twitter, on X. So the thing is, and I do think it's funny and a little bit of hypocritical if he wants to get out there and throw punches and then people punch back and he's like, you guys are mean. Well, you're kind of saying some mean things too. Do you want to dance or do you not want to dance? Or do you want to just be the only one throwing punches like a Tyson fight? You know, it's like you got to make up your mind. Are you here to rumble? Are you going to be the warrior for democracy? Or are you just going to be the little bitch with a microphone? So, like, because that's not going to work. You're going to go and people are going to follow you. And then they're going to rat on you and rag on you. And you're going to not like it there. And then you're just going to go further and you're going to further retreat. Because you can't have it both ways. So, yeah, I saw that. I thought it was stupid. He should just do what you're doing, whatever. Like, what if you're that, and what I'm getting at is if you're that easily hurt, then don't get in the game. Don't suit up and get in the game. Or at least be somebody who's presenting your ideas in a reasonable way and saying, hey, I don't like this. I don't like the way this guy does things. I don't like what he stands for. And, you know, it's really upsetting to me. I really worry. And you know, express yourself without these hyperbolic. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're looking right at me when I said that. I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? So, like, then don't engage. Either talk about your books, talk about fiction, talk about current events, and stay out of it. But you're asking for it. You're drawing fire because you're returning fire. So, King equals Fonz. maybe it was cool. Wizard and Glass favorite. See? Okay, so I'm getting some traction on this. Kala was way off track. I thought it was like, and wasn't it his first book after the accident? His first Dark Tower book? And I thought, wow, man, that accident really jacked him up. Because I just felt like he lost the path. That's a good way to put it, Mike, because that's how I felt. Because Wizard and Glass was just, I loved it. And I always say, if you're going to read the Dark Tower, just stop at 4. Because I love that book. It was music. Speaking of, oh yeah, I'm going to try to read Song this week. Song of Susanna. It was better than Wolves. If I remember correctly, it was like Susanna Dean, her story and how she grapples with who she is in the past and all. I thought it was really, really good. King is probably on Blue Sky, probably. Or I don't know why he went to Threads. He should have just gone. Everybody else is going to Blue Sky. Why didn't he go there? Threads sucked. King is on Blue Sky, but not active. He's more active on Threads. Why? Why would he be more active on Threads? Because the thing is, Threads isn't even a good X substitute. It's like a Instagram, but without all the visual interest. Yeah, I don't know how to. It just doesn't feel. And a lot of angry people are there. There's nothing but shouting going on Threads. So why would he go from there? I don't know. He went to a Meta property. I don't know. It's toxic. It is. A lot of authors left Twitter. Right. And they went to Blue Sky. I just think that would have made more sense to be active. He'd still be on X celebrating if Trump lost. So it seems more a situational decision than a stand against something. I agree with that, which, like, I don't know if you saw this or heard about this, but Joe Scarborough from the Morning Joe and Mika recently visited with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. And if you know anything about Joe Scarborough, he's an MSNBC morning show anchor, and he is a rabid Trump hater. Just and all the stuff he said over the years is like, what? How can he go visit Trump unless everything he said was bullshit, or unless he's a bootlicker? Neither one is a good situation. Like if it had been a year later, like if Trump won and then a year later he went to go live, he went to do a show and said, "Hey, look, I know I was really fearful and I said all these things and I believed them at the time, but everything's great now. This is, of course, contingent upon a world I don't live in yet, whatever, a year from now." If he said, and I'd like to say, like, okay, none of those things happened. It didn't bear out. I think things are, less heightened, and I'm willing to entertain the fact that I could have been wrong. But he did it right now. Like he did that now. So you didn't win over anybody you didn't like, and you abandoned everybody who did like you. What a stupid move. But right, King moving from X was because of the Trump victory, and then he didn't like what he heard. Well, that doesn't strike me as the courage of your conviction. Then, do you still? I mean, like, do you feel that? I don't know. It feels like you didn't get permission to be mean to people, so you left. That's how it strikes me. But whatever, it's his choice. I think most social media is toxic. I do. I think I've seen people in these forums. I was researching something this week, and I looked, and I was in these forums that are just like male dominated. Like they're all men in these forums, right? And well, it's a lot like Cemetery Dance Forum, but anyway. And these guys are acting like, I'm like, you would not act like this if you guys were all in the same room together. No guys would talk to each other standing face to face like that. They wouldn't treat each other like that. When they wouldn't say the provocative things they say, they wouldn't be so quick to anger. They would moderate themselves. I mean, there's a reason why there's the handshake is a greeting. It is a measure of the person you're in the room with. It really is. And it's like, how strong is the grip? How healthy is this individual? You're sizing people up constantly. It's animalistic. We're all animals and we're all pack animals. So we have to understand the hierarchy. We're not sniffing each other's asses. We're shaking hands. So it's a little more civilized than dogs. Although I think dogs are better animals, better beings altogether. But anyway, no men would act like this if they're in a room together. And that's what social media does. It makes everybody a barking dog. You know what I mean? Everybody has that fence that that assumption that you can bark your head off and the thing on the other side of the fence can't get at you. You're safe. And it really does bring out the worst. So if Stephen King doesn't like the toxic nature, he should just stay the hell off of social media. Enjoy his kids, his grandkids, his boatloads of money, and avoid all this stuff. He doesn't have to get into the muddy trenches with all of us plebes. He's safe. He's secure. He's made it. He's got enough money to ignore us for the rest of his life. And I don't know why he would wallow, but unless he wants to have an influence. And if you run when the things get tough, then you've ceded your ground. You're a coward. You surrendered. That's why I don't do face novel. I won't even do it for the exclusive info from buying Mitch's bundle I could be getting. He has severe TDS. Look, he has to go out. Have a great night, everyone. Later, Gator. Enjoy your guardian dog. See ya. You're right. They wouldn't keyboard warriors. No, I mean, and that's what I don't like. I don't like people doing that. King should stick to writing and stay offline. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far as like, I don't think anybody should not have an opinion, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't take anybody's voice away, but holy shit, dude. You were taking punches you were throwing punches every chance you got. Why wouldn't you get expected to come back? And that's the Guinness, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so it's delicious. Oh, I have another thing to show you. I don't think I showed this to you. Did I? This is from Bad Hand Books. Mike Mignola is somebody who I think is a fantastic comic book artist. And Tom Snegowski. Did I show this? I feel like I've talked. I think I did. I showed this to you already. Yes, I did. Sorry. Because I didn't do an unboxing for it. And I'm like, I should show you guys. And I did. I totally did. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that was quick. But did I show you the Mike Mignola statue I had? No. No, I didn't. This is my very prized Mike Mignola Batman statue. And if it's a 3D statue and it looks 2D. It looks like it's drawn on paper. Look at that. And look at that. It is beautiful. This is the first edition. They did a remake of it. And there it is. Look at him. He's looking at you. He's looking right at you. He wants to host the show. Hello, guys. I'm going to host the show. Jeff no longer exists. Stare in my eyes, Stephen King. Stare in my eyes. So anyway, that's it for Mike Mignola. But awesome artist. And he also he invented Hellboy. And he what else did he do? He did a lot of Hellraiser. Some Hellraiser stuff. Hey guys, hit Jake Goldberg up and get a slipcase for Seraphina. Thank you for reminding me, because that is on deck right now. You are not even kidding. Where is it? I have it here. I got to shut some stuff down. Where you at? Where you at? There. Boom. Look at that. Uh-oh. What is all that? I don't know what that is, but here's Seraphina. Look at that. Okay, yeah, we can close out all that other stuff. I don't know what that was. Don't worry about it. Seraphina bookcase or a slipcase. I think you should hit. I don't know what you paid. Was it similar, Mike, to what we paid for Turn Up the Sun? Was it similar? Because this is very cool. I think he's done a great job. I really like it. Yeah, if it was anywhere close to the price, of Turn Up the Sun. I've got to get it. There's the book, and it'll go in that slipcase. Very cool, man. He's a great guy too. Just a great guy. That's all. He's just a great guy. Did you get it yet, Mike? I don't think you got it, right? Um, um, that is cool. Yeah. I bought a book from Magnola's library. His wife is selling off much of his book collection. Davis Grubb's Night of the Hunter. Oh, that's cool. Need a better Batman voice, Jeff. I know. I didn't do a Batman voice. I can't do it. About the same. Okay. I really like it. Yeah. Yeah, I got to do it. I got to do it, get it, work on it, buy it. Cuz Paul Michael Caine's not doing one. I mean, you could hit him up. He might do one, but he's doing it. It would be a custom. It's not like this official thing. So Serafina is very cool, and it just needs a space. You can't have a Gothic and a Boys in the Valley and not also want to protect your Serafina Earthling. No, it's on the way. Once I get it, I will check the fit. Then I'll post more pics. Awesome. I just got a Gothic and Boys from him. They're awesome. Already messaged him for. Oh, that's awesome. That is really cool. That is really cool. It's also tempting to go out and buy another Boy's Life and another Gothic Earthling to get matching Jake Goldberg slipcases. Is he doing 3D folio? Is that the name of his company? Because it's weird to keep saying Jake Goldberg. Just keep going to Jake Goldberg. So I feel like 3D folio should be what we call it. Right? I mean, right? Oh man. Looking old, man. Looking old and crusty. Yes, crusty and old. What else? So, oh yeah, and then what else? Is it here? Yeah, I think it's here. Wait, look at this. Look at it. I wanted to get this. I didn't get it. 3D folio is correct. Yes. I didn't buy one of these. I should have bought one. Cuz he's wrapping it over the cemetery dance. I ordered one from Paul Michael Caine last week. Oh, wow. I got to see. You got to share photos, Alexia. You got to share photos because we got to see what he does too. And I'm sure it's going to be a lot more than Jake Goldberg's. But I want. Oh, I didn't show it. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. This I thought I was sharing my screen. So this, yes, I want to get this. This fits over the Gothic. The Cemetery Dance Gothic. And I don't know why I didn't order this. I don't know why. Why didn't I? Is it too late? Or is it all gone? Do we not have access to these anymore? I should figure it out. I should figure it out. Because I would want it. That's mine. Yeah, it's Sean's. Sean's right here. Boom. And yeah. It is such a cool thing. And the thing is, I have 3 Cemetery Dance hardcovers. One of them could be covered as Black Altar. You know what? I have one of my Gothics isn't signed inside. It has the book plate. I'll throw this cover on. I should get this cover. I got to get this cover. Guys, I need a moment. I'm going to have to do that. That Conversation Tree signed limited edition of Solaris sold out its editions within seconds, other than the collector's edition. But I think only 30 of those remain. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, I haven't followed Conversation Tree Press. Stayed away. I'm just not entertaining that press. I mean, I'm not even buying from Suntup anymore. So it's hard. It's too hard to do it. I just started Solaris. So yeah, I haven't looked. I did see somebody post. Sean Lynch posted. Was it Conversation Trees? Treasure Island. This is the most breathtaking book he's ever owned. That's a hell of a thing, man. He's owned a lot of really beautiful books, so that carries a lot of weight for sure. But speaking of only 30 left, there are only 30 carved in salts left. So if you want that Tyler Jones Chappie from Rapture Publishing, there's only 30 left. Don't wait. And there were only 30 left at the beginning of this broadcast. So I don't know how many sold. I don't know. Christmas gifts, whatever. Whatever. Christmas is coming. So what else do we have to talk about? Only 20 Solaris left. Last check. Huh. I've sold a few more today, so less than 30. Good on you. I hope that sells out. I got to read it. Yeah, I do. So we talked about Jake Goldberg, the Serafina slipcase. We talked about that Tyson Parks Gothic cover. Talked about Suntup release, which is... Talked about SST Pearl. The Earthling new titles we talked about. We talked about Cemetery Dance, The Stand, and how this is my last attempt to bury the axe and not hold a grudge and not let it bother me anymore. Just move on. MoveOn.org. Yeah. And we even talked about Mike Mignola. So that brings us to the end of the broadcast, or this, we did 2 broadcasts this evening because I talked about collective bargaining. I mentioned work stoppage. Like what really? Why? That's a little scary to me. Why everything would freeze up when I said those words. Mitch, I received my numbered letter today and they rock. Yes, they do. They do. So all I'd like to say is to, anybody who's had a rough week, a rough couple weeks, a rough go of it lately, to Sean, soft spot out there, to anybody, to Stephen King going through his rough time with his emotions, and anybody who's seriously, Jesse, who watches houses burn down across the way and he's victim of hurricanes and wildfires, and everybody going through the storm. Just trust me when I say you're going to be better on the other side. Guaranteed. And I hope you all get through it. Whatever you're going through, you're the best people I know. And you're all great people. And go be great to each other. Don't add to the toxicity online, which I succumb to with my rants and my venting. But it's all healthy. I'm trying to stir up discussion mostly. That's how I spin it to myself as I try to get some sleep. But yes, so cheers to all you. Now my Wi-Fi went out. It was a random ass thing. I wasn't in danger. Well, that's good. So good night, Lance. Good night, Patty. Good night, everybody. And I will be back next week. Some videos to upload between now and then. Check out the book club. Stop by if you're on the Patreon. I'll put the link in Patreon for that tier on Thursday, but it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Thursday night. Talk about small town horror. It's going to be a great time. Try to get Malfi to show up. He might show up at the last second. He might not show up. It'll be fine either way. I don't blame him. Busy guy. We'll see what happens. But good night and have a great week. And I hope to see as many of you as possible on Thursday. Cheers.